last thing I'll cover about polishing the bolt is polishing the guide rods. I actually just put those directly in the drill. Again, I only cinch them down hand tight because I don't want to mar them. Just want it tight enough to hold it. You don't want to leave any marks on it. And then I will polish those using the same two compounds, 220 and 600, and just a cleaning patch. Dip the first cleaning patch in the 220. Just hold it on the end there and let it spin. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you're not pushing on the rod because you don't want the rod to bend, especially while it's spinning. It'll be easier to bend it. So all you want to do is just pinch it with your fingers and then just slide it up and down just to polish the metal. Once you get all this side done, flip it over and do that last little bit on the other side. And then do the second rod and you're finished with the bolt and guide rods. Just side-by-side comparison between the two rods. The one on the right is the one that's polished, the one on the left is the one that's not. If I can zoom in far enough, I'll zoom in so you can see why we polished these. Because there are machine marks on there, tool marks, that you're trying to polish off. I'm not sure if this will zoom in far enough and stay in focus. There you can actually see it. The one on the right, and this is after it's been polished, that line right there is actually a machine mark that if you run your fingers across that you can actually feel it's kind of gritty. Refocus for me, baby. Or not. That grittiness will actually grab. So this one's going to get just a tiny bit more polishing. If you run your finger on that like this, you cannot feel it. However, like if you use the edge of your lip or something, or if you spin it in your finger, you can feel that. You can actually see it as it rotates. It catches the light differently. Right there. That's just an example of the machine marks that are on all of these metal parts that you're trying to polish off. When it's covered with this black finish, sometimes you can't see those machine marks. Once you get them polished so that that black comes off, you can actually see them, which is why we polish them, and then you polish it until that is gone. Now again, you don't want to polish it too much because you don't want to remove metal. All you want to do is those parts that are like that little texture from the machine marks, all you want to do is polish it just enough that you cannot feel that machine mark anymore. You might be able to see it if it catches the light just right, but you shouldn't be able to feel it when you run your fingers or your lips across it.